Hi, Gio. Oh, ¿tiene el mic?
Sí,
Yo
se lo tengo, YaYa.
Okay.
¿Cómo andas, YaYa? ¿Todo
Hi,
bien o qué?
Gio.
Hanging out.
Welcome
We're in
to my
Houston.
city.
We're in Houston, YaYa.
How are
Salud. I'm good. How are you doing?
You got a show tomorrow?
We do. We have a show at Mesquite,
Uh-huh.
Mesquite, right here in Texas,
Oh.
Houston. So I'm excited. We just came right here to Botanero with all our people from Texas. It was awesome. Everybody wanted to take pictures. We had some fans, some people that just wanted to hang out. So it was dope. It was dope.
Honestly,
We're having fun.
I knew people were gonna be here, but when I pulled up, my dog Club was on the fucking pit
On the grill.
outside. I come inside, it is packed wall to wall. I know that you got fans, but in Houston you have fans.
No, gracias a Dios. I think Houston is definitely one of the spots. Texas in general. Every time we come to Texas, people always show love, and that's one thing that I love about being here. At the end of the day, I feel like that's what matters. You know the people. So we come for the people, and that's what I care about.
What's your preferred name? Do you go by Gio? Do you go by Bonnie? Which one is it?
Ahorita, I guess I kind of switched it up. I put Bonnie. I used to be like Gio when I was younger.
Yeah.
But when I was growing up, I started to realize everybody had the same name and shit. So I was like, I gotta switch it up, man.
Yeah.
If I'm fucking doing music, I gotta switch it up.
I've noticed some people call you Gio and some people call you Bonnie. So I was like, let me figure out which is the proper.
No, it's because all my compas from like back in the day, they'll call me Gio, and then a lot of like the newer fans and stuff, they'll be like Bonnie.
Yeah.
So it's weird, but it's something that it's just something I came up with along the way.
Well, welcome to Houston, Texas. Thank you for being on Shawin's podcast at Botanero Liquor Store. This is like my home, so thank you for being here.
This is your home?
No, literally, this is like my home. Shout out crew, shout out Frank.
Yeah, aquí me dieron una michelada, plebe. Thank you.
So I have a question for you. I just saw a picture not too long ago that you posted. Kind of got new management going on.
Yeah.
What's the situation?
That's awesome. So I thought we did a management deal with Double P Records. Which is Peso Pluma and Prajin Parlay. And fun fact is that we used to be signed to them like actually as a label.
Oh wow.
A long time ago.
Okay.
And we actually we worked with them for a while, but over time it just ended up kind of just we went our own ways and stuff.
Yeah.
And for some reason it just kind of came back around. Our manager right now, Javi from Grand.
Shout out Javi.
Shout out Javi, my boy right there. Shout out Prajin. Shout out the team right there. Yeah, so he pretty much, he knows Prajin for a long, he knew Prajin for a long time, right? And it just ended up connecting, everything just, all the dots connected,
It just made sense.
It just made sense. So at the end of the day, we just kind of thought like, okay, you know what? We're at a point where we feel like we need a new management team, someone that can kind of just guide us in the right direction.
Yeah.
And, give us the things we need as an artist.
Yeah.
And we made that decision. And honestly, it's barely about to kind of take like place. We signed a while ago, but it's barely about to take place because we had some certain things pending right now.
Yeah.
Like these shows right now, these aren't, with any management of them. But either way, at the end of the day, we're excited to wait for that time where it comes. And it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be a big game changer for sure.
I have a question for you. What song did you put out where you were like, this is like, you finally feel like you made it? What song was that for you?
Well, I think obviously whenever we started, Kiddo's Hip, right? To me, that was like one of the songs that made me feel like I was like on top, at that time. And life humbles you though too. At the end of the day, shit kind of went down and stuff.
Yeah.
And that made me realize that now, but I feel like it's always gonna level up, right? Because now the song that is that for me, then doesn't Mentira, right? So, but wait till the next hit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's kind of you gotta wait for your time and just wait for that next explosion.
If you weren't doing music, what do you think? Because I saw a podcast of you, and I know that you come from like a very humble background of like cambiando ya.
Yeah, right? Hell yeah.
So that was your thing. Like y'all had, I don't know if y'all had a tire shop.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were just changing. I don't know what.
That's all my family would do, and that's what we still do.
Yeah.
Me and my boy Ariel, he's the bass player right now in the group.
Shout out Ariel.
Shout out Ariel. We had my brother still has a shop and stuff, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like it's a crazy story too because whenever we're starting to blow up a little bit with the music, I told my mom, I was like, you know what? Because I used to work for my mom, like that's kind of how it worked at the shop.
Yeah.
It wasn't my shop, it was my mom's, because that's what was left to her. So that's how we took it, and I ended up just, I was working in the shop for a few years. I mean, honestly, since I was little, since I was like 7, I was kind of just at the shop.
Yeah.
And even if I wasn't working like as a worker, I was still there helping out and stuff. But as I got older, I was that worker. I was the one like a manager,
Yeah.
And I mean, after that, it just ended up being crazy that No Mentira took off, And me and my boy Aaron, we finally had the chance to kind of get out of that situation of working at a 9 to 5 and stuff. But either way, I don't just a 9 to 5. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, you gotta do
Whenever you're coming up, that's what you gotta do.
Right.
So I don't think it's cool for people to plan on those type of things.
Yeah.
But because we were in that position too. But at the end of the day, it's normal. We all have to go through that to get to that higher position. Where you want to be. For sure. Yeah.
Who is and this is, I don't care what genre it is. I don't care if it's rap. I don't care if it's fucking classical music. I don't care if it's música mexicana. Who is your dream collab? Who would you be so starstruck to work with? Who is that for you?
Yo creo que Julián Álvarez.
Really?
Yeah. I think Julián is one of the top artists that I would want to work with. And just simply because, like, okay, Julián and maybe Remy Valenzuela.
Okay.
And simply because, they're just the face of Mexico. Like, that's something that I've been listening to as a kid. I've been listening to the music as a kid, so that's a big inspiration to me, probably.
I've definitely spent a little bit of time with you. I've kind of gotten to know you just personally, aside from the music shit.
For sure.
And I know that you like rap. I know that you listen to rap music. Who are your top 3 favorite rappers?
Favorite rappers?
Like, who do you listen to on a daily basis?
My boys in the background talking about Young Dolph.
Are you a Dolph fan?
I like a Dolph.
They're like this in the background.
I'm a Dolph fan. Okay. Lil Wayne. I used to listen to Lil Wayne a lot. Times change, so obviously you might not listen to it as much. But definitely Lil Wayne was one of my favorite rappers. Currently, damn, man, that's a tough one. That is no, bro. I don't like that. I need to do like.
You don't want to say Drake because I feel like when guys say Drake, it sounds soft. But Drake is a hit maker, though.
He's a hit maker, but that's not my favorite right now. I feel like I'm more into like heavy rap. I don't know, like also like, hey, what's my boy from back home? My boy from back home from the shop. Herb. I fuck with Herb.
What do you want, Bob?
What's up? Herb, I love. Herb.
G-Herbo, yeah, okay.
He's a rapper from back home and stuff, bro. But he's not super popular yet, but he got really good music. I mean, we're gonna blow up soon.
How did you and so you're performing tomorrow with Padrinito Toys.
Yep.
Clave H3 is also on the bill.
Right.
And then
those are your guys, right?
Those are my guys. And I've noticed that there's also another group performing on the bill. What is the name of them?
Alianza Armada.
Alianza Armada. I wanted to make sure everybody was shouted out. How did you guys link with Alianza Armada, and how did you guys link with Padrinito Toys?
So we've always kind of known them, for a long time. At the end of the day, they're one of those friends we had back home.
Are y'all from North Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And they actually work with us right now, currently. As they help us out with whatever we need, So it's crazy, but it's cool. We also give them that spotlight because at the end of the day, they're good friends and they deserve to be on the stage. They can work hard too. So
yeah.
So we give them that time of day. And I feel like that's important. You have a friend that's doing it, trying to do what you're doing too, and at the end of the day, that matters.
Yeah.
So we try to give them that spotlight too.
Take the shot. Cruz, come on camera real quick. This is the face of Houston right here. This is Cruz.
Salud. Jason.
Take a shot. What are we drinking?
It is un Don Julio, creo.
1942, miel.
Alma miel.
Sponsored by Botanero.
Camiseta Botanero, liquor store, que no me tiro viejo nada.
In case y'all don't know, the name of the podcast is Shot One's Podcast, and we literally just try different tequilas, so. Ooh, yes, midway. 5 years from now, I don't want to ask you these lame ass questions, but 5 years from now, what is your goal for yourself, whether it be personally, professionally? If you're this is what I want to be doing, this is my 5-year plan, what does that look like for you?
I think we all live the same life. At the end of the day, I think everybody they want that beautiful house, they want that beautiful car. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, that's just the least of my worries. But the first thing I want to do is take care of my career, right? Mm-hmm. And that's just to secure yourself and your family at the end of the day. But I don't look at it that way. I look at it like this is something I want to do, and I look at it as if I was a kid again.
Yeah.
So every time I try to every time I'm maybe I feel like I'm coming out of my zone of like feeling humble and stuff. You kind of want to just always remember where you came from.
Right.
And I feel like that's what matters to me. So
I've had just a few more questions. I don't want to take all your time.
no, we're hanging out.
We're hanging out. We're kicking it. We're chilling. This super VIP. Super VIP.
Well, yeah. So y'all know how it is. We have to be here.
Y'all gotta be here hanging out with me.
Got to.
There's a lot of kids that are gonna watch this podcast or who are watching you all the time, and they have a dream of doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
So, what was it for you that gave you the confidence to say, "Hey, I'm gonna pick up an instrument. I'm gonna pick up a microphone, and I'm gonna do my thing"? Because there's a lot of kids who are so fucking talented,
Right.
and they're terrified to take that first step. What was it for you that clicked in your head that you were like, "I just got to do it"?
I just think Facebook was something that when I started out was that big platform for me. It was like my TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
So I would upload a video on Facebook just doing a cover of a song.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't obviously blow up at the time, but if it would, people would comment. I wasn't expecting shit from those posts. So when even 2, 3, 4 people would comment, that gave me a lot of motivation and hype. So I think that's what kept me kind of going in that aspect. It was just the fact that people were there supporting and stuff. Because at the end of the day, if no one was there, then what am I there for? So it comes back to the people at the end of the day.
Right.
Just like being here today and they enjoy your music. Your success is based on them. Off the people.
Question for you: do you like country music?
I actually do like country music.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like country music gets a bad rap, and I'm a huge country fan, and I feel like there's a lot of country undertones in música mexicana.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah. Who's your favorite country artist?
Definitely. Morgan Wallen.
No.
What's that one song?
7 Summers.
7 Summers. Yeah, that's the one.
We're gonna play a quick game of this or that.
What is it called?
This or that.
Okay.
We're gonna play the Mexican version, so I'm gonna be like, you like this or you like that?
Okay, all right. I'm down. Let's do it.
Okay.
This or that.
This or that.
All right.
Are you going agua de Jamaica or Oscada?
That's a tough one. That's the two that's always at the Mexican taquerias and shit. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go with.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Jamaica, but it's because sometimes the Jamaica's not good, so you gotta go with the chata. It's like okay, it's either it's not gonna miss.
Enchiladas verdes o rojas?
Yo creo que enchiladas verdes, ¿no? I mean,
Okay.
I like that with some cheese.
Okay. Mexico City or Cabo?
I've actually never been to either or, so I have no idea. I can't choose one, but you know what? I'm gonna choose. That's
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Mexico City is my favorite city.
That's fair. Because if you go to Cabo, it's more like Turks.
Yeah, it's like Turks.
If you want to go, be a little bit more in el ambiente mexicano, así literal, go Ciudad de México. Porque ahí están todos los eventos también. Unigache, Natal, everybody goes there.
Everybody goes there. LA or New York?
Oh, you got me on that one. YaYa.
Come on.
I think I'm about to choose. No, I can't answer that. Yeah. I have too many people from LA and I have too many people from New York.
Okay, but you personally, which is it LA for you? Where do you turn up the most and have the best time? I don't know. I turned up when my dog was born. It was in LA, so.
LA, yeah, LA. Let's do it. New York, I love you. Sorry. I'm lying right now. All right.
Tacos or tamales?
I think I'm about to go with unos taquitos, if I'm being honest. Yeah.
Okay.
Tamales están bien, they're good, pero it depends who's making,
Yeah.
You ever had them tamales that have too much masa?
Yeah.
Like,
it's all masa.
Where the fuck have you that?
Yeah, it's all masa. Pozole or menudo?
Pozole, menudo. I think I'm gonna have to go with pozole.
Okay.
Pozole por la carnita. I like having chicken in there.
Okay. Una hamburguesa con jamón adentro y aguacate.
Yeah.
Or un hot dog.
Hamburguesa. Yeah. I think hamburguesa.
Really?
I'm gonna have to go with the burger. I like burgers. I like burgers because I like steak. So when it comes down to like meat, I like meat.
I think the real question that all the girls want to know, because you're really kind of like a sex symbol in música mexicana, and I hate saying this because you're my homie, so it's
he
so
always says the
weird.
same shit.
He's really like a sex symbol to like in Mexican music, right? So I need to know the truth, like really coming from the heart. Are you more of a fan of güeritas or morenitas? You're gonna break some hearts, but you gotta answer honestly.
I'm gonna break some hearts today.
Everybody got quiet. Look, everybody got quiet, and all the boys in the background like, what's it?
About what? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a fan of all races,
Okay.
but if I had to choose, güeritas, mijo. No te creas, las morenitas también, mamá. No se crean, no se crean. La neta, yo soy bien común con todos. Si me gusta, no es por tu color, por tu personaje.
Take a shot.
Oh, yeah, let's take a
That
shot.
deserves a shot.
That deserves a shot. Wait, are we taking it out of here?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, come, let me go first.
I'm gonna chase it with
Courtesy of Botanero Liquor Store, just so y'all know.
cortesía de botaneros aquí en Cristo Plebe. Del Don Julio. Esta sí cuesta. Sí cuesta un riñón, compadre.
I have one last question for you. I think I'm gonna be a little serious. We're kind of in a fucked up climate right now. There's things that are going on with. I don't want to get emotional.
No, but I think this is the perfect.
We gotta talk about this. This is actually you guys. If y'all can just quiet it down for me just a little bit.
Hey.
This is actually very important for us to talk about. Thank you. We're kind of just in a fucked up time right now where I think we never thought that these ice raids were gonna happen in the way that they're happening.
No.
And it literally makes me want to cry.
Yeah. No, I think I've had my moments too. You know, I was just on my phone scrolling.
Yeah.
And you start noticing kind of what's going on, and you're like, fuck, you know, it's not anything you would want anybody to live through, or even yourself, you know.
Yeah.
And even when I was a kid, I've kind of gone through these similar situations.
Right.
So now that I'm older and I'm seeing kind of like the younger me, which is not actually me, but it's the younger kids right now, the younger generation, go through what I was going through too. You know, it's kind of tough. You know, we even had friends. You know, me and Ariel, he's the bass player in the group. We have a friend named Brian. You know, his family has gone through something similar. You know what's going on too. I know you know Brian.
Right.
And you know his family got
Brian
through
from
something.
Miguel. That's our dog.
That's our guy right
people,
there.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy Brian. And
Shout out Miguel.
So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think we've all gone through something like this, and not everybody, right? But especially the people that have parents that are, you know, that came here illegally, and that's kind of what the word has come to. You know, at the end of the day, they fucking came here illegally, bro. You know, and it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks to think about it that way because they come here to have a better life and to be better people.
Right.
To give us a better life.
Right.
And it just sucks, man. You know, I had my fair share of just sitting there and analyzing it, and it's like,
yeah.
What are we here for at this point? You know, they're just fucking kicking us out. You know, what was everything we did these whole years for this country, and they're just trying to like say bye.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, we've done so much for this country.
Right.
And we deserve to be here. You know, at the end of the day. The people that have actually worked and the people that have actually, you know, done good to this country, even the people that have not, you know, at the end of the day, there's bad and good people.
Damn, they're kicking us out. They're trying to get rid of us. This is the last question. As an artist,
let's keep going.
I know I want to. Trust me, I want to.
I mean, you can use what you got to use, you know. And that's,
as an artist, do you think that there's anything that somebody like, you know, these bigger artists, you're blowing the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So you literally just signed a management deal with the biggest management team in Música Mexicana, in my opinion.
Amen. Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you,
but is there anything that you as an artist think like, hey, these other artists can do more? Hey, people aren't talking. Do you feel like people are scared to talk? Do you feel like people aren't talking enough? Like, what is your opinion on that?
Look, it even goes for us. I feel like, yes, people are obviously scared to talk.
Mm-hmm.
You could even hear it in the actual people like in the office, you know, that represent us and represent the United States. You can hear it in their voices. You know, there's certain Hispanic people that are also working in the office. And I don't know if you've seen videos where they're like, you know, trying to talk on the podium and stuff to like the audience that's in the courtroom and stuff. You can hear the voice literally cracking while they're talking. I mean, what else does that tell you? You know, at the end of the day, that tells you that the shit we're going through is, you know, we're feeling it for sure. You know, if your voice is cracking while you're talking, it's because you feel it. You know, so to me, that's something that when I saw that, you can tell that this shit is nothing to play with. You know, it's something that you know, us, you know, we start us citizens, you know, we think about it and we're like, you know what, yeah, we'll go to Mexico, you know, fuck it, you know. To me, it's okay, right? Because I can go and I have a remote job. What about all these other people that don't have that remote job? What, you know, they have that factory job, they have this, they have that. You know, I used to work in a tire shop. What if I had to move from here to Mexico tomorrow, and I don't have that job? Yeah, literally happening in the blink of an eye. And these kids that have parents, where are the kids at? What are they doing? At the end of the day, bro, like it's really fucking everybody up. So
yeah, it's fucking everybody
yeah.
up.
So at the end of the day, I'm super against what's going on. I feel like I try to speak up as much as I can on like our page. You know, we have a Primos page. It goes down to this. I feel like yes, everybody wants to talk, but when it comes down to talking, not everybody knows exactly what to say. You know,
people are terrified. People are terrified.
Like what? Like it's literally government against population, and who runs the world? The government.
At the end of the day, government.
So. You know, we're trying. You know, I think everybody, as long as everybody's trying and can just speak up as much as they can, even the artists that are out there, that have more fame than us, you know, that have more fame than a lot of other people. You know, we're popping, but we're not that popping. You know, at the end of the day, we have a lot to grow, we have a lot to do, and we're still, that's why we're here. We're here working and getting shit going. But it's sad. It's sad. It's sad.
Well, I wanted to thank you. I wanted to wrap it up because I don't want to take too much of your time. You're in Houston. I want you to go turn up. I want you to have a good time while you're here. Thank you for always making time. We did one of the very first ever Música Mexicana panels at South by Southwest.
Yeah, that was awesome. Congrats on that too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And having you there, you literally came in for like a couple of hours and you came and you did this panel. And I don't think you understand how, even though it was a small panel, how important it was for the magnitude of that festival. So I always appreciate you like taking time.
That's something that's gonna like you're gonna stay as one of the first people that has done it. Because at the end of the day, guess what's gonna happen? Whenever another South by Southwest panel comes by and it's about the same topic and shit, it's gonna be even more popular. Yeah. And guess what? You know, you did it first, so that's awesome.
Thank you, but I really appreciate you always taking time. You want to take a shot?
Let's do it. One more.
Thank you. Thank you to our live audience. We had a live audience. Thank you guys.
We had a few live audiences.
We had a few live audiences. Take a shot.
Saludcita. Botanero, Houston, muchas gracias. Otra vez, YaYa, thank you.
Thank you.
Nice shot, baby.
Can we do